Here is a requested tutorial on how to cut this stylish princess dart 6 pieces dress with an extension of. So if this is something you like, kindly hit on the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up. So let's dive right into today's video. That I'm gonna head to mark the bust, under bust, waist and 7 inches to get your hip line. Now the next measurement you need is your shoulder measurement divided by 2 plus half. Go ahead to mark, come down by 1 inch. From this point now, using a basic neckline of 2.5 by 2.5 inches, and I'll go ahead to connect. After connecting, I'm just going to connect this all the way to the shoulder slope. The next step is to find my chest line. Is your bust round measurement divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. Any measurement you get, draw out a straight line there. Place back your tape and you're going to mark your shoulder divided by 2 plus half. Then connect this all the way up. After you're done connecting, you're going to divide what you have at the armhole into 2 equal parts this way and mark. Come in by ½ inch, place your tape and mark your round bust measurement divided by 4 from the midpoint all the way up and connect it all the way to the bust round circumference divided by 4. Now after you're done marking this, next step is to start marking your dart. Go ahead to mark your nipple to nipple divided by 2, and I'll mark that same measurement at the hip and I will take it all the way to the gown length. Now place your ruler and go ahead to draw out a straight line, extending this all the way to the lower part of your dress. So you're going to slit your pattern open and rejoin it later. Now let's go ahead to mark our dart. At the under bust, I'll mark ½ inch. So my bust is on the smaller size. If your bust is on the bigger size, you use 1 inch here. So I'll go ahead to draw a straight line connecting from the bust to the waist, from the under bust to the waist to the hip point and all the way to the gown length. After marking this, on this other side, I'll go ahead, mark 1.5 inches on this side of my pattern. If your bust is on the bigger side, you'll be using 2 inches. So I'll just go ahead and connect this all the way to the lower part of my pattern and I'll take this down. So after connecting and drawing out a straight line here, the next step I'll take is to go ahead to connect from the bust all the way to the under bust of my pattern. Then I'll also connect at the other side of my pattern. Go ahead to use my marker to outline this to make it more visible for you to see. Now after I'm done outlining this, the next step I'll take is to divide my armhole or mark the midpoint, then connect it to that point, right? So after connecting, I'll mark ½ inch on both sides. Then I will blend this into my pattern and then blend it at the other side also. This is what I have after I'm done blending it. This ½ inch on both sides of this pattern, which will give me 1 inch, right? I'll extend it back and join it back to the armhole. So after I'm done marking out this point, I'll start inserting my measurement. Let's insert my measurement. I'll mark the bust measurement divided by 4. Add any sewing allowance of your choice. Then pick that dart intake of 1 inch at the armhole and replace. The under bust measurement divided by 4. Pick the dart intake, replace, and go ahead to add my sewing allowance. Now what I have on my under bust and waistline is the same measurement. I'll just mark it. At the hip, I'll mark the hip measurement divided by 4. Measure this dart intake, replace it, then add your sewing allowance. For your sewing allowance, you can use ½ or 1 inch. This is a mesh dress, right? You don't need much sewing allowance. Now whatever I have at the hip, I'll take it all the way to the gown length. I'll go ahead to connect this from the bust, under bust, waist, then to the hip point, and whatever I have at the hip point, I'm going to take it all the way down. Now this is what I have after I'm done connecting. Let's go ahead to mark our bust dart. To get your bust dart is the difference between your shoulder to waist in front and your shoulder to waist at the back. My shoulder to waist in front is 17, while my shoulder to waist at the back is 15.5. If you take out 15.5 from 17, you have 1.5 inches. Go ahead to cut out my pattern. While cutting it, please blend out your dart lines and then connect to the end, and then go ahead to cut out these darts that we have at this point and also towards the armhole. Now after that, let's cut out the back pattern of this dress. So for this dress, is a mesh dress. It doesn't have a zipper unless you want to add. That is why I marked this. So for the measurement you need your shoulder to bust, waist, and 7 inches to get your hip point, right? So since we don't necessarily need a zipper, I'll fold this in. But if you want to use a zipper for your pattern, go ahead to do this. We are working with a mesh or spandex fabric, which is very stretchy, so you don't really need a zipper for this dress. Now you also mark your shoulder measurement and your chest line just the same way we did for the front. So the next step I'll take is to insert my dart. So to do that, I'll start by marking my nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2. I'll mark this all the way to the bust, waist, hip point, and I'll take it to the lower part of my dress because we are going to slash this open again. Now I'll go ahead to mark a straight line connecting this all the way to the lower part of this pattern. Now the next step you want to take is to mark your basic dart. So for the basic dart, I'll mark 1/2 inch on both sides, then come down by 1 inch from the bust, connect this all the way to this side and also connect at the other side. Then mark the midpoint of your armhole and connect because you're creating like a princess dart at the back. Now extend your dart lines to about 4 to 5 inches towards the waistline. Now after marking this, insert your bust measurement divided by 4, add your sewing allowance. Mark your waist measurement divided by 4, then you're going to measure this dart intake, replace, then add your sewing allowance. At the hip, you're going to mark the hip measurement divided by 4, add your sewing allowance. Whatever you have on the hip is what you take all the way down. Connect from the waist to the upper part, then to the hip, and then go ahead to take this all the way down. Now after connecting, this is what you have, and you go ahead to cut this out. Now what we're going to cut out is the depth. I don't really know if I'm pronouncing it very well, or extension that you're going to add to the dress, right? So I'll just go ahead to cut this out. So after cutting that out, we just go ahead to add the extension. But when you're placing this your pattern on fabric, you're going to add a joining allowance of 1/2 inch on each side. That is for the front pattern and for the back pattern. That 1/2 inch now is what you use to like join your pattern together. If you look at that dress, they didn't really join it exactly from the waist. They came down a little from the waistline, around 3 to 5 inches. So choose where you want it to start, then mark that point. What you now do is to go ahead to join your pattern all the way up to that point that you marked. I'll use my tape to hold this down. Now after joining your front pattern, you also go ahead to join the back pattern, right? Before you can actually go ahead to attach this to your dress, that is the lower part. Now after joining it, also go ahead to join that of the back pattern. So also measure from your waist to that exact measurement you came down from your waistline, because you will join the back also. Now let's go ahead to measure what we have here. I have roughly 15.3 inches. Now what you do is you fold this in form of a triangle. Now, depending on how wide you want that extension to be, that is how your triangle will be. Now take that your length, that 15.5. If that is what you have, go ahead to take it round and connect. So after connecting, you're going to go ahead to cut this out. And after cutting it out, for this dress, you'll be needing about 2 for the front, 2 for the back, and 2 for the sides of this dress. Now but for this tutorial, I'll just cut out to explain this. If you want to cut out, if you don't want to go through the stress of adding or measuring your pattern, you can just place the first one to use it to cut out all the remaining parts, because it's the same thing. Now after you're done stitching your dress to that point you marked, you're going to attach this to your dress. This will now form that free extension you have. Now because I'm not making this dress, I'm going to use a solo tape to hold this part of the dress so that you're going to understand how it will be looking like after you're done attaching it. This is what you have, just like we have here now. The wider your extension that you add, the fuller it becomes. So this is what you have. You cut it out. Now after adding this, you now go ahead to add the side and the back. Just like I said, the front is 2, the sides is 2, and the back is also 2. So this is how it's looking like with my pattern paper. Now what you now do is to join the sides of your bag together. I'll use a tape to hold it down. Sorry, that part of my paper is actually rumpled. I mistakenly threw it away, so I just had to like bring it back again. So what you now do is after joining it to that point where you measure, then you will now attach this to the side, just like we also did on this other side of the dress. If you have any questions so far, please go ahead to ask.